Good morning, everyone. Please be seated. On behalf of the University of Strathclyde, I would like to welcome you to the Barony Hall for this congregation for the conferment of degrees. This is a day of celebration for you, our graduands, your families and your friends, and for the staff of the university. In the United States, they call these events commencement ceremonies, as a signal that they mark a beginning rather than the end, and it's in that spirit that we celebrate graduations at Strathclyde. In a few moments, it will be my privilege to cap each graduand. The capping ceremony has ancient roots as a public rite of passage and a mark of achievement. For each of our graduands, it's a sign that they are part of a tradition of scholars at Strathclyde stretching back to the Scottish Enlightenment. Enjoy the ceremony. I declare this congregation open and invite Professor David Nash to present our honorary graduand.
My Lord and Chancellor, I have the honour to present to you Miss Susan Scurlock. Susan is the Chief Executive Officer of Primary Engineer, a not-for-profit organisation which has revolutionised the teaching of engineering to young people and training of teachers in an exciting and inspirational manner. During 2014, the Primary Engineer programmes reached over 33,000 children and more than 1,000 teachers. Susan attended the University of Central Lancaster, Preston, and gained a first-class honours degree in graphic design. She spent a number of years in industry as a laser animation artist, sign writer, graphic designer for children's books. She was a consultant for BAE, writing and illustrating materials for primary schools and teacher training in Malaysia and South Africa, and also for British aerospace schools. Susan then became director of EduVision as an author and illustrator of a series of children's books on ICT, design and technology. All of these important steps served to build the foundations for what was to become Primary Engineer. Her thoughts crystallised in 2005 when she became the founder and chief executive officer of Primary Engineer Programmes. The organisation was established after a successful application to the then DTI, now BIS, resulting in government funding to increase the number of young people engaged in engineering. She identified a need for engineering to begin in primary schools rather than be at the end of the secondary school education system only for those who have excelled in maths and physics. Rather, by introducing engineering at an early stage, which uses maths and sciences as tools to solve grand challenges, engineering can be at the heart of the school curriculum. This led to an emphasis on teacher training, which provides the basis for the programme. Since then, it has expanded to provide teaching resources to be used in classrooms, has developed with transition projects into secondary schools, and has linked engineers and apprentices to schools. She has also established 2 engineering institutions for children, namely the Institution of Primary Engineers and the Institution of Secondary Engineers, which enables schools to map and plan STEM engagement with children aged 5 to 19, and also allows children to become members of their own engineering institution. Primary Engineer is now working with a large and growing number of international companies such as Babcock International, Siemens, Doosan Babcock, Nissan, Rolls-Royce, and many SMEs throughout the country. The Institution of Mechanical Engineers, the employers' bodies Scottish Engineering and EEF, have all been stalwart supporters over many years. Since Susan brought the programmes to Scotland, it has seen phenomenal growth, especially in rural areas such as East Ayrshire, where it has the full support of the council and local industry to bring the programme to every early learning centre, primary and secondary school. Susan then had the vision to expand the primary engineering experience across Scotland, and working with the help and support of Scottish Engineering, developed a challenge to every school in Scotland. If I were an engineer in Scotland, I would fill in the blanks. This has led to the most amazing engagement, with every school in Scotland invited to take part. Now known as the Scottish Engineering Leaders Awards competition, it has doubled in size every year since its inception in 2012, with initially 1,600 children, to 3,500 in 13-14, and over 6,000 participating in 14-15. The exhibition of young winners at the Barony is a highlight of the Primary Engineer calendar. One measure of the success of the Primary Engineer Scottish Engineering Leaders Award is the competitive element, which has been characterised by the active participation of a large number of girls, with over 50% of regional and national finalists being girls. This is particularly satisfying for Susan, who notes that she really is a frustrated engineer whose father had told her that engineering is not for girls. Susan's kids say that she's stubborn, competitive, and impatient. Although they were laughing at the time, she noticed that she's actually incredibly lazy, but just works so hard that no one else will notice. Today you can ask her daughter Jen, who will soon graduate from her biomedical engineering master's program in just a few moments. She feels a huge responsibility to ensure that what is taken into schools under the Primary Engineer banner, offered to children, teachers and engineers, is going to make a difference to them. Hearing teachers talk about the impact on individual children inspires her to do more. Susan also recognises that while she is at the front of Primary Engineer, she couldn't achieve anything without great people to work with, people who believe in what you do, and the support of family and friends. Primary Engineer goes from strength to strength. Susan has had the bold vision and ambition to bring this to fruition, to develop world-class teaching and training programs, and has had the determination to see this through to become the successful enterprise that it is today. Indeed, a number of organisations from a range of overseas countries have recently approached her to take Primary Engineer internationally. And if she does, I'm sure that will be a success too. Chancellor, in keeping with the university's motto of being a place of useful learning, Susan Scurlock has, for more than 10 years, clearly demonstrated and delivered useful learning in the world of primary education, and inspired a generation of teachers, pupils, and practicing engineers to make better links with the engineers of tomorrow. It is with great pleasure, therefore, that I ask you to confer upon Susan Scurlock the degree of Doctor of the University, honoris causa.
Chancellor Lord Smith, Professor Nash, graduates, family and friends. First of all, I'd like to thank the University of Strathclyde for such a tremendous honour. And I'm sure quite unintentionally making me know as Dr. Scurlock, should you care to check with Google, the namesake of a bona fide Wild West legend who rode with Billy the Kid. I would also like to congratulate all of you graduates sitting here today. From first-hand experience, sorry Jen, I know how much hard work, effort, tears, tantrums, late nights studying, sheer determination and comfort food has brought you here today. And I'm sure that when I speak for all your family and friends sharing this with you, when I say, thank goodness that's over. You will have often heard, we knew you could do it. But in reality, it's more likely that you didn't know you could. And at times I'm quite sure you really felt you couldn't. I certainly didn't. And now you're as relieved and delighted as your family that you have. As Professor Nash said, my father said I couldn't be an engineer as it wasn't a job for a girl. But in many ways, I was lucky my father thought engineering wasn't a job for a girl. I went down other paths, and admittedly being told what I could and couldn't do doesn't sit easily with me now or then. But engineering seemed a long way out of my grasp very early on in the story. But those paths have all eventually tied together to bring me here today, receiving an award for helping to provide a way for teachers, boys and girls, to be involved in engineering and to be able to see that they can actually follow that career path. So thanks, Dad. Primary engineers seemed like an elegant solution to a complex problem. How do we get more engineers? Simple, train primary teachers to teach it in the classroom and invite engineers to join them. But as with all elegant solutions, they take years to develop and quite enormous amounts of effort along the way. As I said earlier, thank goodness it's over. The reality is, when you find something you're passionate about, it never really is. You put everything in it to make it better, more relevant, more available. With your head down working so hard, it's sometimes easy to overlook those who stood alongside you. So I must take this opportunity to thank my family and friends for their forgiveness for the times when I've missed family gatherings, been late and distracted, and latterly gate-crashing my own daughter's graduation ceremony. Strathclyde University has been a great supporter of our work, and as Professor Nash mentioned, the Scottish Engineering Special Leaders Award exhibition will be held in this great hall in June next year. Do join us and literally take a look into the future of engineering innovation. By joining us at the exhibition or by volunteering to help support our schools, you'll be able to see in a heartbeat what motivates us to develop Primary Engineer, and that after all those years, the hard work, effort, tears, tantrums, late nights, sheer determination and comfort food are beginning to pay off. In conclusion, I offer you graduands my heartfelt congratulations. We knew that you could do it, and importantly now, so do you. So revel in it, and in the spirit of the university, take that useful learning and turn it into something that you can also be truly passionate about. Thank you.
My Lord and Chancellor, in the name of the University and by the authority of Senate, I present to you these students. For the degree of Doctor of Engineering for Research in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Catherine Ann MacLeod. Graham John Robertson. For the degree of Doctor of Philosophy for Research in the Department of Biomedical Engineering, Konstantinos Margaris. For Research in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, Waji Abul Rahi. Georgios Efantis. For Research in the Department of Design, Manufacture and Engineering Management, Chan-Yoon Jung. For the degree of Master of Science in Urban Design, Johanna Anna Sophia Rosval. In Biomedical Engineering, David John Henry Allen. Abdul Rahman Khalid Izi Al-Sabawi. Marc Leandre Boyce. Laura Bucheler. Lindsay Ellen Calvin. John Andrew Corbett. Caleb Papa Kofi Gambra. Divya Gopinath. Kirsten Ann Hogarty. Claire Kennedy Dietrich. Nosiba Hisham Osman Kugali. Edwin Andion Kundi. Julius Lipskas. Adam Scott Mitchell. Carol Muscat. Vendula Pavlikova. Jennifer Patricia Alice Skurlock. Hena Sharif. Melanie Florine Simmons. Jennifer Christine Sinclair. Panagiota Vlaseru. In medical devices, Abdul Rahman Walid Hamid Al-Askari. In prosthetics rehabilitation studies, Niels Jonkerhau. Mariette Smith. In environmental engineering, Denise Utionpan Agba. Akinula Olusegun Idowu. Chininyenwa Blessing Irolo. Joylin Nairuba John Ellen Govan. Shauna Macaulay. Mary Mora. Ogochukwu Deborah Chibuko Okeke. Alianas Maria Oruela Rojas. Oliver Jack Pritchard. Michelle Tornes. In environmental entrepreneurship, David Bailey. Heiyu Deng. Dangshuan Jian. Michael Leonard. Aran McCutcheon. In civil engineering, Ross Hugh Evans. Gohan Yan. In civil engineering with structural engineering and project management, Hora Abdullah Suleiman Al-Shibani. Han Lee. Marius Horotko. Kian Jiang. Daniel Janos Kalokzi. Jamie Robert Thompson. In environmental health, Sharzed Akbari. Carol Ray. Duncan Shaw. Fraser Kennedy Smith. Megan Francesca Tailford. In sustainability and environmental studies, Shamsa Abdullah Salim Al-Kanjari. Georgia Bigaro. Janet Elizabeth Boyd. Ailey Docherty. Laura Rochelle McVeigh. Alessia Mazu. Badranand Norisai. In hydrogeology, André Brunier. Deborah Ann Eli. Laura Brooks Hines. Padraig Kelly. Martin John McDonough. Laura McGrath. Nairi Elizabeth Mackay. Rashikat Ali Siddiqui. In computer-aided engineering design, Andrew John Seacombs. Amin Sheikh. In mechatronics and automation, Grigoriou Nicolas. Hannah Lilia Jonas-daughter. Evangelos Margonis. Sudanshu. In operations management and engineering, Tariq Hamoud Saif Al-Hashmi. Syed Hamza Musing. Okwidi Onweliazu. Veronica Rennie. In supply chain and operations management, Nekinyar Olawatimi Abuwa. Khalid Ali Mubarak Al-Farsi. Shoawab bin Naim. Matilda Mesnier. Alexander Malcolm Pirone. In supply chain and logistics management, Natalie Addy. Mohammed Abdullah Mohammed Al-Bulushi. Tarit Bumiwat. Pratip Chapopanik. Carrie-Anne Langland. Arga Satya. Pornchai Sucharonkit. In Global Innovation Management, Hamburg, Andrea Agagnetti. Anne Maria Celeste Viz Jumadla. In Lean Six Sigma for Process Excellence, Kirsty Suzanne Ferguson. Martin Gallagher. Alan Logsdon. In Product Engineering Design, Fergus Pottinger. In Advanced Manufacturing, Technology and Systems, Amit Rajendra Bosal. Danielle McMahon. Thomas Ray. Nicola Stefani. In Sustainable Engineering, Sustainable Product Development, Ewan Edward Long. Emma Diane McIntyre. For the degree of Master of Architecture in Advanced Architectural Design, Kirsty Elizabeth Backyard. John Tom Brown. Kai Jianghao. Andrew Clark. Michael John Neil Coburn. Claire Cooney. Hannah Victoria Dunaway. Nicola Falconer. Kevin John Ferguson. Fu Sik Wang. Charles Fung Cheng Wong. Margarita Gallieni. Gordon John Gibson. Christine Elizabeth Halliday. Grant Richard Hancock. Neil James Hemingway. Andrea Hickey. Vincent Horn. Mark Robert Kitson. Stephen Leask. Vernon Lee. Winnie Lim Wei Jin. Lim Ying Shi. Lo Yin Mei. Emma Catherine Long. Stephanie Lynch. Francis John McCabe. Donna MacDonald. David McDougall. Finlay John McIntyre McGee. Claire Catherine McGinley. Fiona McGregor. Laura McLean. Grant Douglas Mitchell. Lynn Myers. Paulina Narusi Vecchiute. Ong Yu Jin. Scott Matthew Patterson. Petruske Vecchiute Laura. Kirsty Marie de la Pena Reynolds. Jennifer Rooney. Nicholas James Russell. Cynthia Scandura. Alastair Stirling. James Stirling. Mikael Jan Supron. Tong Su Ling. Chloe Tess van Grieken. Sam John Stewart Wilson. Yeo Bao Jun. In Architectural Design International, Mohammed Shamim bin Mod Padzil. Mohammed Izzat bin Zunaidi. Kuiying Huang. Yasmin Mia Anak Kijam. For the degree of Master of Engineering in Product Design Engineering, Benjamin John Philip Sansom. For the degree of Bachelor of Engineering in Structural and Architectural Engineering, Alasdair Hoon. Ryan Culcullen. Karam Muhammad. Connor Raymond Heath. In Civil Engineering, Thomas David Walkinshaw. Yasmin Al-Kandari. Robert James Hopwood. Richard Fleming. Evan McBrien. Michael Alexander McIntyre. Muhammad Barkaji. Alexander George Rubles Torn. Fraser Stewart. Mark Watson. In Civil and Environmental Engineering, Nicholas Ross Kenovan. Alasdair Wildman. In Product Design Engineering, Callum James Wilson Scott. In Sports Engineering, Ryan Fraser Candlish. For the degree of Bachelor of Science in Architectural Studies, Charles George Gerard McFarlane. Elir Dochi. Peter McShannon Durnion. In Prosthetics and Orthotics, Gavin Ross Stevenson. In Product Design and Innovation, Abby Dowden Charters. Lisa Victoria Auld. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Advanced Architectural Design, Fraser William Aitchison. Isan bin Alias. Andrea Louise Cassels. Simon Robert McGreekin. William John Purdy. In Urban Design, Medina Suchi Handiyani. In Biomedical Engineering, Rachel Girling. Stamatina Samiotti. In Mechatronics and Automation, Manas Gupta. In Supply Chain and Operations Management, Derek Robert Bingham. Master of Science in Advanced Manufacturing, Technology and Systems, Buhimil Prazak. For the Postgraduate Diploma in Advanced Architectural Studies, Wei Yu Huang. In Sustainability and Environmental Studies, Alexander James Shearer.
ladies and gentlemen, colleagues, but most of all, graduates, as we can now call you, it's a real pleasure to welcome you here to the Barony Hall, one of the jewels in Strathclyde's crown. Now, rightly, our graduates have been centre stage, and I would like to begin my address today by congratulating you once again on your academic achievements. Your hard work has paid off, and it's now been recognised in front of your families, your friends, and the staff who taught and supported you during your time here. Graduation is one of the great moments in a university's year. This is a proud day for you, and indeed for all of us. Well done. In just a few minutes' time, you'll be asked to join the academic procession as it leaves the Barony Hall. This invitation symbolises the fact that you're no longer students, but full-time members of the academic community of Strathclyde. It's an important moment for you all. Do you know there's something special about being a member of the Strathclyde family, something special about belonging to a community of people who've come together in the pursuit of knowledge and of friendship. And I know that the memory of today is something that will stay with you for the rest of your life, wherever you go and whatever you choose to do with the rest of your life. We will keep in touch with you through our alumni team, and I would ask you too to keep in touch with us. Let us know what you're up to, what you think about what we are doing, and what you would like to do to help future generations of students in the way that graduates from previous generations have helped you. As Strathclyde graduates, you possess one of the most valuable assets anyone can have in today's world: knowledge, and the ability to absorb knowledge, and the capacity to use that knowledge for the good of yourselves, your community, and the wider world. The late Nelson Mandela said, "Education was the most powerful weapon which you can use to change the world. Do not underestimate its power, and do not forget your responsibility to use it well." In Scotland, we are fortunate in having a higher education system which is the envy of the world. Our country has the resources to provide mass education, and as a society, we are right to invest in it. Globally, it's a different picture. We are the lucky ones. We are members of a small, educated elite, our minds finely tuned in the lecture theatre, the laboratory, or the library. But that distinction brings us no additional rights at all. We are all members of one common humanity, educated or uneducated, rich or poor. If education does not confer rights, the opportunity education gives each of us carries with it a duty to use what we've learned wisely and for the good of others. A sense of duty comes easily to graduates of this university. As Strathclyders, we only have to look to the achievements of those who've gone before us for inspiration. To John Anderson, our founder, who established this university for the good of mankind. To George Birkbeck, who introduced free classes on mechanics for Glasgow tradesmen. To the world's first oilman, James Paraffin Young. To the missionary and explorer, David Livingstone. To John Logie Baird and Lord Reith, whose work in television brought us visual marvels that even they could hardly have dreamed of. And in the present day, we look to Dame Eilish Angiolini, a pioneer in Scottish justice, as the country's first female Solicitor General and later its first female Lord Advocate. And to Sir Tom Hunter, one of the most successful entrepreneurs in Scottish history and a philanthropist who's used his wealth to the great benefit of others around the world. Now, I'm sure you've all been given lots of advice on how to make the best of your lives. Some of it you will rightly ignore. Some of it might stick with you, but most of it you're going to have to learn for yourself. There's a saying that we're all paid in two types of banknote. One is cash, and the other is experience. Always take the experience first. The money will come later. Robert Louis Stevenson put it well when he said, "Don't judge each day by the harvest you reap, but by the seeds that you plant. To reach this point in your lives, each of you will have travelled a different journey. For some, the path will have been relatively easy, for others, more difficult. But I'm certain of one thing: none of you would be here without the active support of your family and friends. They've picked you up when you've been down. They've encouraged you when you needed it. They've even been willing to take in your dirty laundry. They are celebrating today, not just because you're almost off the payroll, but because you carry their hopes and dreams, their confidence that you can make this a better world. For the past half hour or so, their applause has rung in your ears as you cross the stage. I'd like to invite our graduates now to show their appreciation for the support of their family and friends. Now, I touched earlier on some of the key figures who have helped create the University of Strathclyde. You can tell a lot about the values of an organisation by looking at its roots. Strathclyde traces its lineage back to 1796, when Anderson brought it into being, the only Scottish university founded in the Enlightenment, and embodying the Enlightenment principles of reason, of tolerance, and of equality. Anderson believed in useful learning, and his commitment to taking knowledge and using it for the greater good is the motivating force which gives Strathclyde its momentum today. Indeed, it was our demonstration of that commitment which helped us to win the title of Times Higher Entrepreneurial University of the Year in 2013 and UK University of the Year in 2012. The judges called the university bold, innovative, and imaginative, attributes which you, our latest graduates, embody. And it can be seen in our Institute for Pharmacy and Biomedical Sciences, which is developing new medicines to combat some of the most pernicious diseases of the modern age. It can be seen in a pioneering law clinic where our students provide advice and representation to people who can't afford legal advice. It can be seen in the Hunter Centre for Entrepreneurship and the Fraser of Allender Institute, which are contributing directly to the development of the Scottish economy. And it can be seen in the £89 million Technology and Innovation Centre. The centre was formally opened by Her Majesty the Queen and His Royal Highness the Duke of Edinburgh in July, and it's already transforming the way academics collaborate with business, industry, and the public sector to bring global competitive advantage to Scotland. The Technology and Innovation Centre is a tangible sign of the university's commitment to world-class research, and it ensures outcomes that have maximum benefit to society and the economy. These are just 4 examples from across the university, but for these 4, I could give you 44 examples of academics taking new knowledge and using it to solve problems in industry, in the classroom, and in boardrooms. So too, it's been a year to celebrate for this faculty. A smartphone device known as Peak Retina, developed by Dr. Mario Giardini in our Department of Biomedical Engineering, has been launched, offering new hope for tackling blindness. The device clips over a phone's camera and enables health workers to see inside the eye, save the photos, send them to experts for diagnosis and treatment. The project is a collaboration with NHS Glasgow and the London School of Hygiene and Tropical Medicine, and it's a fantastic example of cutting-edge engineering research making an impact on wider society. An insect-inspired microphone that can tackle the problem of locating sounds and eliminate background noise is set to revolutionise modern-day hearing aid systems. The research developed by Dr. James Windmill and the Centre for Ultrasonic Engineering is a collaboration with the Institute for Hearing Research and Glasgow Royal Infirmary. And the faculty's work in the space sector in Scotland was featured on BBC Scotland, with a special report looking at our contributions in this growing industry. Dr. Mal MacDonald and a number of other academics outlined our pioneering work in this field and highlighted our links with a Glasgow-based company, Clyde Space, the European Space Agency, and NASA. That is why our graduates are so highly prized by companies looking to recruit the best talent to drive their businesses forward. That is why world-class companies such as Rolls-Royce, Siemens, and Mitsubishi are investing in Strathclyde. That is why we are leading research in energy in Scotland. Scotland punches above its weight across the board. It always has. And I know that the future of Scotland will be built on the quality of its graduates. Regardless of their discipline, our students learn how to be innovative, enterprising, and creative. They make a difference when they go into the workplace. And I know that you, the class of 2015, you will make your dreams a reality and you will demonstrate the power of useful learning. And I know that you'll make a difference to the world in which we all live. Thank you. Well, I now declare closed this congregation for the conferment of degrees. I would like to invite our graduates to join the academic procession. Given the weather, I don't think we'll be processing too far outside. Would family and friends please stay behind until the procession has left the building, and then please join us in the Lord Todd for refreshments. Thank you.